Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my place. Yes, indeed. This is show number 26. Yeah, I like to think of it as the end of my second season, like 13 weeks, like a TV show has a 13-week run. Anyway, wow, great to be here. Glad you could be here. Welcome to all my friends that I've come to know over the last 6 months and change. Always great to have you here, and I always like to see your names after the show. I read all the comments and see everybody, so welcome to all you nice folks that keep coming back. And welcome to the new people. I always like to have new folks attend the show, and I think there may be a few this week. I've been friending more and more people. I've been getting lots of requests, and so I like to accommodate as many people as I can. I'm coming up on my limit, but I don't mind. Here's what you could do, a couple of things. Hit the share button so we can get the show out to everybody as much as we can. And secondly, if you could, I have a new YouTube channel. It's called Billy Hinsche Official. If you could subscribe to that, that would be super, because I need 100 to move to the next level, so to speak, with YouTube, within the YouTube world. And why don't you be one of the first 100? Wouldn't that be great? I think we may be halfway there, something like that, but that would be fantastic. Let's see, go to my website and visit and go and look at the trailers and the photos and the backstage scenes that I have up there, and there's a Cameo link that allows you to request videos by me, shout outs to your friends and relatives on special occasions. Also a way to connect with me to teach you or someone you love piano or guitar. I always say it's never too late to pick up an instrument and learn an instrument, and I do believe that's true. I teach ages from 8 to 80. I've expanded my range, 8 to 80 now. All my shows have always been free. All these 26 shows have been free, my brothers and sisters, and I want them to be. And if you so desire, I wouldn't mind at all if you engage the PayPal link or the VENMO link and send in something in support of the show. That would be greatly appreciated. All donations, a portion of which will go to the MusiCares program, helping musicians. It's in conjunction with the Recording Academy, and the good people at Spotify are going to match everything at 100%, so it's a good deal for everybody. And if you do send something in, I'll know about it personally, and I will write you a note of thanks, of gratitude, as I always do. Just ask anybody who's sent in something. They'll tell you that Billy always does send a personal note, and I'm happy to do it. This is my MOTOWN show number 2. Welcome to my MOTOWN show number 2. There were so many great artists that I couldn't just do them all in one show last week. So, you know, last week was the Temptations, the Supremes, and Stevie Wonder. And this week, it's going to be the Four Tops, Smokey Robinson, and the Jackson 5. So this is going to be a great show. I've worked on it really hard, and I hope you enjoy it. A couple of notes here. I want to thank Mary Wilson, speaking of Motown artists. Mary Wilson of the Supremes for calling in last week as my special guest. Wow, that was incredible. I got a lot of very positive response from people regarding Mary, and she is a sweetheart. Thanks to Jeffrey Foskett, my man in Houston, I like to say. He spent some time there in Houston lately, and he did a beautiful PSA for me, public service announcement, that I aired again during this week. Thank you, Jeffrey. You got a lot of views, like 1,000 views. I think you beat Stamos. You be sure to tell him that, as far as views. My graphics man this week is once again Dean Carl Wilson, my nephew Justin and Britta's son, Dean. So my grand nephew, my great nephew, can never figure that out. Would somebody help me figure out what the exact title of that is, please? He just turned 13. Boy, what a talented kid. Thank you, Dean Carl Wilson. Let's see, what else can I say? Oh, Mark Lassman. Congratulations to Mark. He won the trivia contest last week by being the first to quickly identify the Maori tribe as the indigenous tribe that lived in New Zealand, as sort of the very first residents of New Zealand. And so thank you very much, Mark. And I've already sent you out a signed copy of my Bay of Plenty CD, which is songs that I've recorded and written over the years. Hope you enjoy that, sort of an unplugged thing. I got a question here from Mickey Jones. Have you ever met Michael Jackson? No, I never have. I came close. There was a time when the Beach Boys were on tour in Detroit. Of course, Detroit, the home of Motown, Motor City, Detroit, Motown. From Motown to Yo-Town, I like to say. And we were at, I believe it was the Northfield Hilton. When I say we, the Beach Boys is what I mean. We were at the Northfield Hilton, which was a popular hotel of the day. And the word got out that that was the Jackson 5 sitting over there in the bar area. You know, after our show, we hang out at the lounge, nothing to do, just go to the bar and, socialize. And somebody said, oh, there's a Jackson 5 over there. And, we always like to jam with the house band or sit in with them or just do our own thing if they let us use their instruments. So I think that maybe that was the only time I came in that close of proximity to Michael Jackson. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. I want to say Lashana Tova to my Jewish friends out there. Happy New Year. God bless all of you. And I hope it's a great year for everyone. I'm going to get things started here. Where's my guitar pick? I got a lot of show to do, boy. I want to get started right away. I don't know whether you know this. I used to work at an orange juice factory. Did any of you know that? Yeah, used to work at an orange juice factory, but then I got canned. I couldn't concentrate. Where's my drummer when I need him? I couldn't concentrate. Thank you. Hello, my friends. It's good to see you again. I guess it's been a few years since I've been away, but I'm happy to say I'm doing okay myself. I can dig what's happening, and every day there is something new, and hey, good things are coming my way. So tell me, how have you been? There's so much you've got to tell me. Let's talk about them good old days when we laugh and say, hey, hey, man, you're okay. Let's take it nice and easy now. Well, it's a brand new year. Lots of things are happening, and hey, good things are coming my way. Tell me, how have you been? There's so much you gotta tell me. Let's talk about them good old days when we laugh and say, hey, 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 life, okay. Let's take it nice and easy now. Let's get on back into that groove. Stick around for a couple of days, 'cause hey, good things are coming my way. All right. I love The Who. I hope they don't mind I purloined that riff from them. Classic riff that it is. Well, let's just get right on into it here. The Motown story. Their motto was the sound of young America. Isn't that a beautiful motto to have as your mission, so to speak, or as your saying? And once again, Berry Gordy put it together. It was actually around, it started 1959, but it was more or less established in 1960 by Berry Gordy, and he sold it to MCA in 1988. He was a great record executive, and my buddy Ron Alexenburg was telling me that he had the best pair of ears in the business, and was the best A&R man around. A&R meaning artist and repertoire. That was the person that was sort of the liaison between the artist and the label. That's what an A&R man did. They found the talent, they oversaw the recording process, and they assisted in the marketing and promotion of an artist's song. And Barry was probably the best in the business at that time. I mean, I can't think of anybody who did as much as he did for as long as he did with such great success. He used to have these roundtable meetings with his staff, and sometimes he'd have Smokey Robinson and Stevie Wonder there, and he'd go around the room and say, well, what do you think, Smokey? And they'd play a song, you know, a new song, new artist. What do you think, Smokey? What do you think, Stevie? And they'd give their opinion, and then Barry would say, well, here's what I think. It was a real team effort over there at Motown. They had writers and songwriters and wardrobe people, choreographers, and choreographers, excuse me. And so, you know, they really had a machine over there, and they literally just kept churning out the hits. They had a bunch of guys over there, musicians, called the Funk Brothers. They were the equivalent of the Wrecking Crew. Maybe some of you out there have heard of the Funk Brothers. That would include bassist James Jameson. He played on so many hits for Motown. Those great bass lines. I know you know them. They're unmistakable. Anyway, they were very much akin to our own Wrecking Crew, who we know and love. You know, Hal Blaine and Don Randy and my friend Don Peake, who played on one of the songs I'm going to be doing later on. I don't want to get it too ahead of myself. But yeah, so when you hear a Motown record, that's the Funk Brothers. I'm going to take a little sip here. This is my house drink. This is Lipton Cold Brew Iced Tea, Pellegrino, lemonade. Am I forgetting something? Squeeze of lemon, lots of ice. And where are my sponsors? Why don't I have a case of Pellegrino delivered to me, or some Lipton iced tea bags? That's not a bad idea. If you've got a product you'd like me to, you know, pitch out on my show, let me know. We could, you know, we'll work something out. My people will talk to your people, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, on with the show. The Four Tops. Oh my gosh. Saw him on Ed Sullivan many a time. I'm sure you did too. Around 67-ish. Once again, Andrew Salt, thank you so much for acquiring the Ed Sullivan catalog, and Andrew's company Sofa Entertainment. They make these shows available to everybody from Elvis to the Beatles to Dino, Desi, and Billy to everybody else in between. So, Four Tops. Levi Stubbs, Ronaldo Benson, Duke Fakir, and Lawrence Payton. They were the Four Tops. Levi was a baritone. There's my special guest. Don't you love it? Let me get my phone here. Excuse me. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir. I know who you are. I've been... Okay, good. Now I'm going to put you on speaker. Would you hold on? Let me introduce you to my viewers. And let me put you on speakers. Now hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the fellow I just referenced a minute ago, Ron Alexenburg. Not only is he a dear friend of mine, but he is one of the top record executives. He has worked with everyone from Charlie Daniels to Meatloaf to REO Speedwagon and he signed a kid named Michael Jackson, and I am so honored that he is calling. Ron, would you say hello to my viewers, please?
Hello to your viewers. They're fortunate to be your viewers because I am one of your viewers, and I've enjoyed this show. I haven't seen all 25 of them, but I know I can, whenever I get a minute, I will be watching them from the beginning. But you do a terrific job. You keep us into the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the stories. And yes, I was very fortunate to sign that little kid when he was young enough, and you don't get a chance that many times as an executive in the music business to sign or be a part of an icon. You were with an icon, the Beach Boys.
Yes.
I was fortunate enough to ask Michael to join Epic Records, and we went through some changes, not with him, because, MOTOWN was one of the most respected companies that, as I said to many people, and I've talked about it in my book that hopefully I can get on the press and printed pretty soon, that Berry Gordy was one of the best A&R men that ever lived. And I said to him when I finally met him at a BMI dinner, I would have worked for you for nothing, because I used to get in my car and drive from Chicago to Detroit. Billy, we used to go from Chicago to Detroit on a Monday and see the Four Tops, who you were talking about, the Tempting Temptations, the Super Supremes for $2.
Oh, wow. Well, those are the days, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Listen, I know you had a long-standing friendship with Michael and his family. I'm interested to know, what was his modus operandi in the studio? Were you present? You must have been at some of his iconic recording sessions. Can you tell me and the viewers a little bit about how he worked in the studio? What was his...
Well, he worked in the studio because we gave him an opportunity to shine. We gave him an opportunity to help pick the music that he was going to record. He was very fortunate at the beginning. We put him with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, who did Going Places, Enjoy Yourself was the first record we released on Epic.
Oh, yes.
And then we were fortunate enough when Quincy got a hold of them, and the two of them made magic. And being around them, being from the Grammys over to We Are the World, that session was probably the most amazing recording session I've ever been to, and I've been to a whole bunch of them, from that sign on the door, check your ego at the door, and there you have the biggest names in the business going and singing the song called We Are the World, We Are the Children. And that's what people, and I'm so thankful to you for giving me the opportunity, as I say to everybody that's asks me to talk about Michael. He was never anything but a kid, and he wanted to take care of kids. And it's so sad that he's gone. And the recording sessions were magic. He would dance in the sessions and sing in the sessions. And you got a free show. I mean, and it was all perfection. He knew what he wanted. I didn't see him raise his voice once. I didn't see him have an argument, which, as you know, in a recording studio, that's kind of hard to do.
Right.
The musicians know what they want. But they loved him. They played for him. You can listen to those tracks, as I do all the time, and they're just, the minute you hear them, they're identifiable as hits.
Yeah.
And it's no accident that from Off the Wall to Thriller, I think the aggregate amount right now is somewhere probably around 100 million records worldwide.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? And this gentleman, Ron Alexenburg, was kind enough to call in. Ron, I love you so much. I got to keep pushing with the show, but by golly, I'm going to see you one of these days, and we're going to tell more. I should do a show just on Ron. That would take hours. You know what I'm saying? So, Ron, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My viewers are going wild with comments thanking you. So, God bless you and your family, and Happy New Year to you.
God bless you and yours, and thank you for doing this. All the best.
All right, Ron. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Isn't that great? Ron Alexenburg. He worked with the Beach Boys, and I got to know Ron. He traveled with us, and he helped out on a couple of projects, one of them the Summer in Paradise project, and I think it's nice what he had to say about Michael. I know I know Jim Guercio had wonderful things to say about Michael, that he just loved to dance, you know. He'd just be by himself, and he'd be in a room and just love to practice, and you got to respect that. So, where was I? Oh yeah, Four Tops. The great Four Tops. Can you believe that show that Ron described for $2? Those are the days. All right, let's do this. I was telling you about Levi, the lead singer for the Four Tops. He was a baritone, whereas most of the Motown singers were tenors, or, you know, in Smokey's case, an alto? I don't know. But Levi was a powerful, emotional singer, dramatic. I'm going to do a couple of their songs for you now. Another day, another night, I long to hold you tight, 'cause I'm so lonely. Baby, I need your loving, got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving, got to have all your loving. Some say it's a sign of weakness for a man to beg. Then weak I'd rather be, if it means having you to keep. 'Cause lately I've been losing sleep. Baby, I need your loving, got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving, got to have all your loving. Empty nights, I call your name. Ooh, sometimes I wonder, ooh, will I ever be the same? Ooh, when you see me smile, you know when I want you. Things have gotten worse, and then I love you. Any smile you might see, you know I want you. It's all been rehearsed. Darling, I can't go on without you. This emptiness won't let me live without you. This loneliness inside me, darling, makes me feel half alive. Baby, I need your loving, I got to have all your loving. Baby, I need your loving, I got to have all your loving. Yeah, let's keep going. Why stop there, huh? You're sweet as a honeybee, but like a honeybee stings are gonna lift my heart in pain. All you left is our favorite song, the one we used to dance to all night long. You used to bring sweet memories of a tender love. There used to be, now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Well, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Sentimental fool am I to hear an old song and wanna cry, but the melody that keeps haunting me reminds same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Well, it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. The precious memories that keep lingering on every time I hear our favorite song. And now you're gone, left this emptiness. I only reminisce the happiness we spent. We used to dance to the music, dance to the music, romance to the music. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Now it's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that worked out rather nicely. Thank you very much. Right. Cheers. Over the teeth and over the gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. Chin chin. No thanks, just one. Well, that brings us to yet another song. Let's see. I got some note here on this one. I'm going to change the sound of this here keyboard here. Let's try this sound. Now if you feel that you can't go on because all your hope is gone and your life's filled with much confusion and happiness is just an illusion and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out to me. Ha, ha. I'll be there to love and shelter you. I'll be there, I'll always see you through. And when you feel lost and about to give up, when you cause your best ain't good enough, and you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out all on your own, and you need a hand to hold, darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out for me. Chugga, 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 chugga. Ha, I'll be there to love and comfort you. I'll be there to cherish and care for you. Well, I can tell by the way you hang your head, you're in love now. Now you're afraid, and through your tears you look around, but there's no peace of mind to be found. I know what you're thinking, I'm alone, but darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. I'll be there, you can always depend on me. Okay, right you are. Okay, well, moving right along here. I have a little quote here from Lamont Dozier of the Dozier Holland team. Lamont wrote about that song: I wanted to create a mind trip, a journey of emotions with sustained tension like a bolero. To get this across, I alternated the keys from a minor Russian feel in the verse to a major gospel feel in the chorus. So there you have it. right from Lamont Dozier himself. Well, coming up next, Smokey Robinson. Boy, oh boy, this guy helped to build Motown. I always have felt that with his songwriting and production skills, you know, with the Miracles, and I mean, what a name, by the way. What a great name for a group, the Miracles. I mean, how can you go wrong with a name like that? I remember when Dino, Desi, and I were trying to figure out what to call ourselves. It was going to be maybe Martin and the Martians, Arnez and the Argonauts, or Hinsche and the Henchmen. Glad it worked out to just be our names. So anyway, but the Miracles, wow. Great, great name. Well, without any further ado, or any don't, let's do this one. When I became of age, my mother called me to her side. She said, son, you're getting older. Pretty soon you'll take a bride. And then she said, just because you become a young man, there's some things that you don't understand now. Before you ask some girl for a hand now, keep it fading for as long as you can now. But my mama told me, better shop around. Oh yeah, you better shop around. There's some things that I want you to know, just as sure as the wind's gonna blow now. The women come and the women gonna go now, before you tell them that you love them so now. My mama told me, we better shop around. Oh yeah, you better shop around. Try to get yourself a bargain, son. Don't be sold on the very first one. The pretty girls come a dime a dozen. You gotta find one who's gonna get you true loving. Before you take a girl and say I do now, making sure she's in love with you now. Make sure that love is true now. I hate to see you feeling sad and blue now. My mama told me, you better shop around, shop. Oh, you better shop around. No, you let them take your hand, my son. Understand, my son. No, you can, my son. Be a man, my son. My mama told me, you better shop around. Shop around. Shop around. One more. Shop around. How about a slow one? I'm gonna slow things down a little bit here. How about this one? I did you wrong. My heart went out to play, but in the game I lost you. What a price to pay. I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Mistakes, I know I've made a few, but I'm only human. You've made mistakes too. I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. I'm just about at the end of my road. but I can't stop trying. I can't give up hope, 'cause I'll be there one day I'll hold you near. Whisper I still love you until that day is here. I'm crying. I thank you. Well, what do you know? I got a Dean Martin story for you coming up next. It was in 1970 that my friend Dino and I, we were co-producing some songs for Dino's dad, Dean Martin, and we did 4 sides. I talked about this in an earlier show of mine. I think it's worth mentioning again. And I felt it made to pick the songs and help with the arrangements and this and that, which I was happy to do because now Dino, Desi, and Billy, we've expanded, and in 1970 we're, you know, the ripe old age of 18, 19, and 20, and so we started to be more on the business side of things. We had our own publishing company and everything. So I picked 2 songs that I had written and Dino and I had co-written for Dean to do as 2, and then the other 2 were covers. The one was a Goffin and King song called Down Home that Ricky Nelson had done, but then there's this song that we did that Smokey Robinson wrote, and I'll never forget, Clyde King was one of the background singers who came in to sing. That name may not be familiar to most of you. She's sort of an industry name, but she and Darlene Love were, 2 of the #1 calls when you wanted a background singer. You would call Clyde King, definitely, and she would always deliver. Now, this track is on YouTube. In fact, I put it up on my Facebook page today. Don't go there yet. Stay with me, please. You can go after the show. Go to my Facebook page afterwards. I'm going to play it for you right now. And then we'll talk a little bit about it. Won't that be fun? People say I'm the life of the party, 'cause I tell a joke or 2. All of them might be laughing loud and hearty. Deep inside I'm blue. So take a good look at my face. You see my smile looks out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. Oops. Since you left me, if you see me with another girl, seem like I'm having fun. Although she may be cute, she's just a substitute, because you're the permanent one. So take a good look at my face. You've seen my smile seems out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. I need you, need you, need you, need you. Outside I'm masquerading, inside my hope is fading. Just a cloud that sent you, put me down. My smile is my makeup I wear since my breakup with you. Take a good look at my face. You see my smile seems out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. But take a good look at my Yeah, I thought that was a perfect song for Dean. You know, the lyrics and everything just fit him perfectly. He had an interesting way of recording. First of all, he'd listen to the demos in his car as he drove around, and he'd memorize the melody and the lyrics as best he could. And then we cut the tracks for Dean prior to him ever being there, which was different for him. He used to record with a full orchestra and band, but this is something new he was letting us do. So we cut this great track for him, and full on, you know, horns and strings and background singers and the whole shooting match. And then he came in and we put some speakers up for him in the studio, and he came out and listened and sang to them, and he made notes on the paper. I talked about this in an earlier show, which would Martinize the melody. Alex say, you know how Dean would put his own inflections. I think you get the idea. That song, Tracks My Tears, written by Smokey Robinson, Pete Moore, and Mary Tarplin. It won many awards in '65. Big R&B hit song, recorded by Miracles on Tamala, which was a division of Motown. And that song has been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. As well it should. Now this next song was recorded by the Beatles also. It was covered by the Beatles in their second album, I believe, the one with the sepia tone color album cover on it. I know, I bought that when I bought all of their albums early on. Well, let's run this one up the flagpole and see if anybody salutes. This next song that Smokey did, I have a minorly interesting story, I believe. Tears of a Clown with its Smokey wrote. Isn't it interesting? He wrote a song, Tracks of My Tears, Tears of a Clown. They were both hits. I'm beginning to think that if you write a song with the word tears in it, it might actually be a commercial success. You never know. You know, I heard this theory that, you know, write a song with lyrics about the weather or food, and you're gonna have a hit record on your hands. Because the DJs, they love that, or what used to be DJs, you know, they love playing those songs about the rain when the rain started to rain, and food, you know, hamburger in paradise. I don't know. Anyway, this next song, I was at a party at my friend Wayne Tweed's house. Wayne used to play bass for Smokey Robinson, and he was in his band for a number of years. So I'm at Wayne's house, and I sit down at the piano, and I start playing this song. Knowing that Smokey was in the other room, you know. Well, he's in the other room, but he comes running out to sing it with me. If there's a smile upon my face, it's only there trying to fool the public. But when it comes down to fooling you, now honey, that's quite a different subject. Don't let my glad expression give you the wrong impression. Cause I'm sad, sadder than sad, and I'm hurting so bad. Like a clown I pretend to be glad. Now there's some bad things known to man, but ain't too much sadder than the tears of a clown. Oops. If I appear to be carefree, it's only to camouflage my sadness. In order to shield my pride, I try to cover this hurt with a show of gladness. But don't let my show convince you that I've been happy since you decided to go. I need you so, I want you to know I'm hurting so. Well, there's some bad thing on the man that ain't too much sadder than the tears of a clown. Just like Pagliacci did, I try to keep my sadness hid, smiling in the public eye, but in my lonely room I cry the tears of a clown. No one around. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And I think that's the mark of a great writer who uses Pagliacci in a song. The greatest clown. Smokey Robinson, that's who. Oh boy, I tell you, that is really something. Oh, it's time for a trivia contest. What do you know? What do you know? Get out your pens and papers and get ready to answer this here question. Because if you do, you're going to win a swell prize. I'm going to show it to you right now. It goes like this. If you correctly answer the question I'm about to ask you, you will win this Chicago Christmas CD. I know, it's not Christmas, I know, and I'm going to get some heat, I'm sure, from somebody out there. But I want to get the party started. I had the good fortune of co-writing a song on this with the great Robert Lamb, who wrote Saturday in the Park and so many of their hits. I am going to send this to whomever guesses this, answers this question correctly. And heck, I'll even sign it for you. How's that for a deal? Here's the question. I hope you're a Chicago fan. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Before they were Chicago, before they were Chicago Transit Authority, before they were CTA, what was the name of the group Chicago? Go, write, do, be, and whoever gets it first, I will review the answers after the show, and I will determine a winner. So, there you have it. And, you know, I know it's not even Halloween or November, it's not Thanksgiving, but, you know, the Christmas date is right around the corner, you know. You check your calendars, you know, I don't think you know this. I used to work at a calendar making place. Used to work at a calendar making factory, but they fired me because I took a day off. Yes, I did. The Jackson 5. What can I say? Incredible, incroyable, fantastique. In any language, they're just great. Young guys, Jermaine, Marlon, Jackie, Tito, and Michael. I remember seeing them when they were just kids. Once again, the Ed Sullivan Show. Everybody did the Ed Sullivan Show. I mean, the people that, you know, tended to, in the 60s, rise to the top. And, you know, Dino, Desi, and I never sold 1 million records or have any gold records, but we did the Ed Sullivan Show, and I'm mighty proud of that. So, we are in good company. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to just do it for you. When I first heard this song, it blew me away. Tight track, great vocals, incredible. And then when you saw them do this song, they're just fantastic with the great wardrobe and the moves and the this and the that. And my buddy Don Peake, who I mentioned earlier, he played guitar on this. So, let's try it out. I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always make you stand out in a crowd. But someone picked you from the bunch. One glance was all it took. Now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Let me tell you now, oh baby, give me one more chance. Show you that I love you, won't you? Won't you please let me back in your heart? Darling, I was blind to let you go, baby. Now till I see you in his arms, I want you back. Yes, I do now. I want you back. Oh, baby, I want you back. Hey, 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 yeah, I want you back. Now listen here, trying to live without your love. I spend long sleepless nights. Let me show you, girl, that I know wrong from right. Street you walk on, I lay tear stains on the ground, following the girl I didn't even want around. Well, let me tell you now, oh baby, give me one more chance. Show you that I love you, won't you please let me back in your heart. Oh darling, I was blind to let you go, baby. Now I see you in this heart. All I want, all I need, all I want, all I need. Show you that I love you, baby, baby. I want you back, I want you back, I want you back. Forget what happened there. I want you back again. Let me live again. easy song to play, let me tell you that. Take it from one who knows. This is a gorgeous song. This is a gorgeous song. Never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Never can say goodbye. Even though the pain and heartache seem to follow me wherever I go. Though I try to hide my feelings, yeah, they always seem to show. Then you try to say you're leaving me, and I always have to say no. Tell me why, 'cause it's so. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye. Every time I think I've had enough and start heading for the door, there's a very strange vibration piercing me right to the core. It says, turn around, you fool. You know you love her more and more. Tell me why. 'Cause it's so. I'll let you go. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh. Never can say goodbye. No, no, no. Never can say goodbye. No, 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 no. Never can say goodbye. I keep thinking that our problems sooner all gonna work out. But there's that same unhappy feeling, and there's that anguish, there's that doubt. There's that same old dizzy hang-up. Can't do with you, but will without. Tell me why. 'Cause it's so. I'll let you go. Never can say goodbye, girl. Ooh. Never can say goodbye. Never can say goodbye, girl. Never can say goodbye. Yeah. Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Y tú? You and I must make a pact. We must bring salvation back. Where there is love, I'll be there. I'll reach out my hand to you. I'll have faith in all you do. Just call my name and I'll be there. I'll be there to comfort you, fill my world in dreams around you. I'm so glad that I found you. I'll be there with a love that's strong. I'll be your strength. I'll keep holding on. Yes, I will. Let me fill your heart with joy and laughter. Togetherness is all I'm after. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll be there to protect you. with an unselfish love, and I'll respect you. Just call my name, I'll be there. I'll be there to comfort you, build my world and dreams around you. I'm so glad that I found you. I'll be there with a love that's strong. I'll be your strength, I'll keep holding on. If you should ever find someone new, I know he better be good to you. 'Cause if he doesn't, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call my name, I'll be there. All right, I sure hope you like that one. Yeah, I sure do. Oh boy, we're almost at the end of the road here. I'm gonna play another song. I just love this guitar riff. Jennifer Batten showed this to me, if you know who that is. She was the girl that came out during Michael's, you know, you've seen the live shows that he did that have been broadcast, and she's the lead guitarist with the big white hair, and she's got lights in her hair and things growing out of it. Very far out looking, but what a guitar player. Oh, that tastes good. So, let's do this thing. On a Saturday band, was that a girl with you? Yeah, one and the same. Now I believe in miracles, and a miracle is happening tonight. If you're thinking about my baby, don't matter if you're black or white. In the Saturday Sun, I had to tell them I ain't second to none, and I told them about equality, and you're right or you're right. You're there about my baby, matter if they're black or white. If you're thinking about being my baby, don't matter if you're black or white. My brother, it don't matter if you're black or white. I just love that guitar riff. Cannot get enough of it. Well, folks, that brings us to the end of our show here. What a ride the MOTOWN show has been. Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely evening. And next week is going to be real special. I've been telling you about it. I'm going to be in a different studio in Las Vegas, and it's going to be more production value, and extra cameras, and I'm going to have special, multimedia. And I guess I can tell you now that my special guest who's going to be on a Zoom with me is John Stamos. So please tune in. It's going to be great. I hope you can be there, God willing, and the creek don't rise. It's going to be a Dino, Desi, and Billy show. All stuff that we've written, well, not everything, but certain things that we've done and written and we've published, and it should be fantastic. So I'm really excited. Fingers crossed that all it's going to work out. And if you like my show tonight, if you like the songs and the stories and the special guests and all my corny jokes and everything, I'd appreciate it if you hit the PayPal link or the Venmo link and send in a little something in support of this show and our ongoing series of shows. And it'll sure help me keep the lights on and the air conditioner humming, if you know what I'm saying. So, and of course, a portion of the proceeds will go to MusiCares in conjunction with the Recording Academy, and Spotify will match those funds. Thank you very much. So, let's get positive. Whoops, wrong sound. Here we go. Positivity every day. Positivity in every way. Positivity is what I need. Positivity, yes indeed. Let's go. Positivity throughout the day. Positivity, that's what I say. Positivity is my friend. Positivity through thick and thin. Come on. Positivity is good for my soul. Positivity for young and old. Positivity for everyone, Mom. Positivity, we've just begun. All right. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Let's stay positive. What you think? Come on back on that one. And in all seriousness, I hope and pray that that life brings you all the most wonderful things that it can. Good night.